Welcome to EVS class. As we have completed our chapter 8 Flying High, now it's time to move on to our next chapter, that is It's Raining. As the title says, this chapter is very simple and cool. Okay. And one of the previous chapters was about water. Do you remember which one is it? Yes, it's chapter 3, Water O Water. And in that chapter, you have learned so many things about water, like uses of water, sources of water, properties of water, forms of water, like that, and how is rain formed. These things you have learned in that chapter. Okay? And do you remember how does rain form? What is the importance of rain? Rain is our main source of water. How does rain form? Which are the main processes behind the formation of rain? Yes, evaporation and condensation. What is evaporation? That is, on heating, water changes to water vapor. That is called evaporation. And what is condensation? Just opposite. That is, on cooling, water vapor changes to water again. That is called condensation. See, can you see this whiteboard, children? Water on heating changes to water vapor. This process is called evaporation. And water vapor on cooling changes to water. That is called condensation. Evaporation and condensation. Okay, so these are the two main processes that causes formation of rain. You know that there are lots of water sources on this earth. There are lots of rivers, ponds, lakes, sea, ocean, wells, and water from all these water sources get evaporated, moves upwards, and forms clouds. And these clouds on cooling, these clouds fall down on the earth in the form of rain. And when it rains, what happens? Again, all the water sources get filled up with water. Again, evaporation take place. Again, condensation take place. Again, all the rain will be there, and all the water sources get filled up with water. And again, water evaporates, condenses like that. This is a cyclic process, and that is why we call it water cycle. Water cycle, right? These are all things you have learned in that chapter. And now, the main learning intention of this lesson is to be able to know more things about rain and its effect on living things. Effect of rain on plants, on animals, and on us, means on human beings. Okay, and let me introduce the keywords first. Here you can see the title of the lesson, that is, It's Raining. Next, keywords. Pluck. First one, pluck. Pluck means what? Take hold of something. That is, plucking flowers from a plant, or plucking bananas from a bunch. Pluck. Clouds. Then lightning. Sometimes with rain we can see lightning also. Lightning means what? Electric current or natural electric discharge. Lightning. And next, thunder. With lightning, after some time we can hear we can hear a loud sound, that is called thunder. Freeze. Freeze means what? Turn into ice. Freeze means turn into ice. Then hail. Hail in Malayalam we say Alipalam. Okay, there are many songs about hail also. Yes, and what is this? Pieces of ice. Sometimes that is pellets of frozen ice. That is called hail. Pellets of frozen rain, which falls in a shower from the clouds. That is hail. Then drooping. Drooping means bend or hang downwards. When plants do not get water, the leaves hang downwards. Okay, drooping. You can see droop. If you give water, again this is a tomato plant. If you give water, the leaves become fresh again. they get life again. Soil erosion. Soil erosion is an effect of heavy rain. Soil erosion, Malayalam we say mannolippu. And I will show you some images related to the soil erosion. See, you can see the picture of soil erosion here. Topmost layer of the soil is being thrown away. Then flood. Flood means വെള്ളപ്പൊക്കം. മലയാളത്തിൽ വെള്ളപ്പൊക്കം. That is, when does flood happen? When there is heavy rain, the water level in the river increases and overflows to the nearby areas. Here you can see everything is underwater. Another picture of flood. You can see vehicles are flowing. See, people are being taken away to some other place with the help of a tube, lifeboat, like that. Landslide. Landslide means urulpottal. Malayalam we say urulpottal. Sometimes with heavy rain, we can see movement of mass of rock and soil down a slope. മണ്ണൊക്കെ വലിയ പാറയൊക്കെ പൊട്ടി ഒലിച്ചു വരുന്നതാണ്. That is landslide. This is a scene from Idukki. During the rainy season, landslide happens there. Many people were killed in that. Rainbow, rainbow. Sometimes after the rain, we can see beautiful rainbow in the sky. And how many colors are there in the rainbow? 7 colors. Which are they? Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. There are 7 colors. VIBGYOR stands for the colors in the rainbow. V stands for violet, I for indigo, and B for blue, G for green, Y for yellow, O for orange, and R for red. See. When you draw a rainbow, you have to begin with violet color. First violet, then indigo, then blue, then green, yellow, orange, red. This is indigo color. Always children have confusion about this color. Violet. See the difference between violet, indigo, and blue? Look at this. So those were the keywords of this lesson. And now let's move on to our success criteria. First success criteria is that to know that all animals, plants, and human beings need water to live. Plants cannot live without water. Animals cannot live without water. And we human beings also cannot live without water. We need water for many purposes, many uses we need water. Most of our activities are done with the help of water. And plants also cannot live without water. And there are aquatic plants. Aquatic plants means some plants and animals live in water. They can live only in water. They are known as aquatic animals or aquatic plants. In the first chapter, you have learned about terrestrials, land animals and plants, and water animals and plants, and animals that can live both on land. Some animals can live both on land and in water also. So these water animals can live only in water. A fish cannot live on land. Fish can live only in water. Like that, there are so many animals and even microorganisms and so many plants that can live only in water. Okay. And we also need water to drink. So water is the most essential thing needed for all the living things. Right? Yes. Then to know next success criteria, to know about rainbow, lightning, and thunder. How does rainbow happens? How does it form? Do you know that? That is, after the rain, there will be so many droplets, water droplets in the air. And when there is sunlight, when the sunlight falls on this droplet, that droplets act like a prism, and that will reflect the 7 colors that can be seen in the form of a beautiful rainbow in the sky. Understand? We cannot see rainbow always, but sometimes after the rain, we can see rainbow. Okay. Now lightning. Sometimes when it rains, we can see lightning. This light of lightning and sound of thunder also. How this form? How does it happen, children? Do you know that? That is, lightning is what? Electric charge. There are electric charges in the clouds, and these electric charges collide with each other, and at that time there will be bright light will be produced, and sound, loud sound also will be produced. This bright light is called lightning, and that sound is called thunder. Actually, these two occurs at the same time, but we can hear the sound of thunder a few seconds after lightning. Why no? Because light waves can travel faster than sound waves. Light can travel faster than sound. Understand? That is why we can hear the sound of thunder after a few seconds. Actually, both happens at the same time. When the charges collide with each other, a bright light and sound will be generated. Okay, that is lightning and thunder, and always many times this lightning and thunder may cause damage to houses, damage to human beings, damage to big trees. Understand? So we should be very careful when there is lightning and thunder. If there is lightning and thunder, you should not go out. We all enjoy rain, isn't it? Yes, I also like rain very much, but I'm very scared of lightning and thunder. And when if there is lightning and thunder, no one should go out of the house. Understand? And you should not touch the metal parts of your house, like don't stand or sit near the windows, don't go out of the house, and don't even touch water, because electricity can pass through water also. At that time, you should not handle water. Understand? Yes. So you have to sit in a safe place in your house. Okay. And if you are outside, what should you do? You have to sit in the vehicle. Don't go in the open place. Okay. So lightning and thunder can cause so many damages to human beings, animals, and even to trees. Hmm? Then next is success criteria to know about good and bad effects of rain. Everything has positive sides and negative sides, right? What are the good sides or good effects of rain? Good effects means that is water. If it rains, then only we get water. All the water sources get filled up with water when it rains. If there is no rain, there will not be water, and we all will suffer, right? Yes. So water is needed for all the living things. It is a good thing. And moreover, I already told you that many living things live in water also. Many living things can live only in water. That is, aquatic animals and aquatic plants can live only in water. So if there is no water, they cannot survive. They all will die. Understand? So these are the good things of good things of rain. And what are the bad things about rain? Yes, bad things means sometimes rain brings flood. And even our state Kerala also faced flood many times. The last year, before that, and this year we didn't have such problem. And but some places only people face that very they face damage because of this rain. Understand? Yes. And soil erosion. Soil erosion is caused by heavy rain. What is soil erosion? That is, when it rains heavily, the uppermost layer of the soil will be flown away. The fertile soil will be flown away. That is soil erosion. Mannolippu. In Malayalam we say Mannolippu. And flood, another flood. How does flood happen, children? You know that? That is, when there is heavy rain, water level in the rivers increases and overflows to the nearby areas, and everything will be underwater. That is flood. Flood may cause damage to houses, then animals, human beings. Understand? Everybody will be suffering because of flood also. Then what is landslide? Another bad effect is landslide. Landslide means that is this movement of mass of rock or soil. Understand? That is soil landslide. So these are the bad effects of rain. And So I hope you all understood everything, and we will discuss the remaining part in detail in the classroom itself. Okay, so you all should watch this video many times, read the textbook. It's a very simple lesson. Read the textbook many times, watch the video many times, and we will be discussing the remaining things in the next live session. Okay, children? Bye. Take care.